Hey y'all, welcome back to the Briles Bunch, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Courtney, and today's video is going to be another What's for Dinner video. I share these videos in hopes to give you guys some new meal inspiration. It's nothing fancy, I'm just showing what we cook throughout the week for our family. I love to cook, but really I share a lot of simple meals just because the more simple the better for me. I don't like to take a lot of time to cook, but I do enjoy it. So hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you're not already, but let's get on into it. Tonight for supper we're going to make some chicken fajita quesadillas. So Travis already chopped up all of the chicken into little pieces, and then I chopped the peppers and onions. And then we've got half a pack of fajita seasoning and half a pack of taco seasoning that we're going to use, and then the flour tortillas. I'm actually going to make these in the air fryer and just toss it all together and put the peppers and onions and chicken all in there at once. And then once they're out, we'll put them in the tortillas with some cheese and fry them on the stove. "15 minutes in the air fryer and it is done." Doesn't get much easier than that. You could stop there and just have fajitas, but we're going to take it a step further and add some cheese with the tortillas and make it into a quesadilla. So here is supper tonight. We did some chicken on the side for the boys, and then making them a cheese quesadilla. This is absolutely one of my favorites to make, and then we're having some cheese dip and tortillas on the side. This is my favorite kind of cheese dip to get that tastes the most like the restaurant, in my opinion. It's the Gordo's that you get at Walmart. So this is what we're having for supper tonight. Tonight for supper we're going to do some breakfast, and this is my absolute favorite breakfast dish. It's like a sausage bake. I don't know. I've got 2 crescent dough sheets for that, and then cream cheese. You could also use the croissants, but it just takes longer because you have to pinch all the pieces together. I've got a block of cream cheese, a thing of sausage, and then we'll use a cup of sharp cheddar cheese also. So I've got a 9x13 pan, and I'm gonna go ahead and spread this one out and put it in the oven on 350 and let that cook at the same time that I am cooking the sausage. Now that the sausage is cooked, I'm going to drain off the grease before adding in the cream cheese and just combine those two until it's nice and melted. I left the other crescent dough sheet in the refrigerator though, so that it didn't get too soft. So I'm going to go ahead and take the crescent dough out of the oven and combine the cream cheese with the sausage. Sprinkle a cup of sharp cheddar cheese on top of it before placing the second crescent dough on top of everything. So here it is. We're gonna stick it in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes just until it's golden brown on 350. Here's how it turned out, y'all. This is seriously so good. I could have it every single day and not get sick of it. It's that good. I did make some scrambled eggs on the side as well as some fruit. We've got kiwis and grapes. So this is what we're having for supper tonight. Tonight for supper we're gonna have sloppy joes, and there's nothing special with that. We're just using a can of manwich to make that with the ground beef. But then on the side, I'm doing some cornbread salad, which I absolutely love. And I thought I would just show you that really quick because it is so, so good. So I've done a box of Jiffy cornbread mix, and you just make that according to the package and add in half a cup of sharp cheddar cheese to this mix before baking it, and just bake it like you would on the box. And then after it's out, I'm gonna let it cool. So that's why I'm making this ahead of time, because you gotta let it cool before you crumble it up. And then once I crumble it up, we're gonna do part of the onion, half to a whole of the cucumber, I'm not sure yet, chopped up, and then half of a red pepper, some garlic salt, and a cup of mayo also, all mixed together. And then you could also add tomatoes or bacon in it as well, but we're not crazy about tomatoes unless it's on a tomato biscuit. And then the bacon, it's good on it, but we still prefer it without the bacon. So here is our easy supper for tonight. We've got some yummy sloppy joes with a slice of cheese. Do you put cheese on yours or just leave it plain? I used to leave it plain and then realized that cheese on it is really good. And the cornbread salad, which is my absolute favorite. And that might be too much bread for some people, but I think that there's never enough bread. I love bread. I was gonna do some green beans on the side, but just kind of didn't feel like it. So this is what we're gonna have for supper tonight. Tonight for supper, we're gonna do some baked pesto chicken, and it's gonna be super, super easy. I've got a pack of chicken breasts I'm gonna cut in half just to make it go further and so that they're not so thick. And then we'll do like a half a cup of pesto mixed with softened cream cheese, and then 1 cup of mozzarella on top. So it's gonna be super, super easy. But first I'm gonna cut the chicken and mix these two together. All that went everywhere. Uh-oh. It's literally everywhere. Whoops. Now that we got the cream cheese and pesto mixture, we're just gonna spread it all across the chicken and then top it with 1 cup of the mozzarella cheese. Stick it in the oven on 375 and let it bake for about 30 to 40 minutes until it reaches the temperature it's supposed to. And we are gonna have some smothered green beans and probably broccoli on the side too with this. We've got lots of yumminess. The pesto chicken turned out looking really good and cheesy. I'm excited to try it. It smells really good too. And then my favorite green beans. We've got my grandma's slaw recipe and some easy microwavable broccoli. That's also our favorite. So this is what my plate looks like, and this is what we're gonna have for supper tonight. Tonight for supper, we're gonna make something a little bit different than what we actually had on the meal plan. We were gonna try out cooking this in a smoker, but it was having some electrical issues, so we're sending the piece back and they're gonna replace it. But since that's not gonna work, Travis is gonna attempt to make this in the oven. We're gonna do some pork barbecue sandwiches is what we hope to end up with. So he's already trimmed some of the fat off. I think he's got a little bit more to do. And then he said he's gonna put some liquid smoke on it, and then use this rub, pulled pork barbecue rub, which is garlic, onion, and paprika apparently. So now that he's got the rub rubbed into both of them, we're gonna stick it in the fridge for 30 minutes to an hour. It's been a little over an hour now, so we went ahead and took the pork out of the fridge, and I had no idea this was a thing until Travis looked it up, but we've got some wood chips that we're putting in our broiler pan in the bottom of it. So he's got the wood chips in here, and then we're gonna add a little bit of water in the bottom of it too. And then he's gonna cook the pork on 290 degrees for about 2 to 4 hours until it reaches 195 degrees. So here's how it came out. I used the hand mixer to break it up just like you would chicken, and everybody can put their own barbecue sauce on it. We've got chips, slaw that I made. I have shared that on my channel before, as well as the baked beans. And this is what we're gonna have for supper tonight. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope that it provided you with some new meals or a new way to make something that you've already been making for a while. Or maybe you're just curious to see what we have throughout the week. Whatever it is, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you have a good day. See you in the next video. Bye, y'all.